Hi everybody. Wow, it's been a little while since I did a video. I've been doing a lot of organizing and a lot of trying to get my SD shop up and my YouTube channel out there so that people can see it. Actually, I just kind of was hoping that I would have a little bit of following and to get some feedback, and hopefully some of my journals will get out into the community. So I do this because I absolutely, for 32 years, taught and also did 10 years of home health. And what I found is art therapy was quite significant, either in the hospital, rest home, or even with preschoolers to overcome trauma, all different things. So when I first retired, I think, I've explained this before, the funnest thing I ever did was be able to finally set up a art area for myself versus the children that I taught for 32 years. So that is just so much fun for me, so exciting for me. I am very, very fortunate. I have an outdoor studio that my husband built, and I also have an indoor studio, but here I am at the dining table like most people. I don't know what there is about getting out of that little office in there and coming in here, but maybe it's because I'm retired, and so after a few days of being working in the house, it's like you guys out there are sort of my company. You're my friends out in the world. That can see what I'm doing and appreciate it or not and give me feedback, and also just it's just so much fun to watch everybody else's videos and get and talk with them. So I'm having so much fun with it, and I don't even know what I'm really doing. I'm still forming my presentation, the way I present myself, etc., and what I show you, but I'm getting there, and it's a really fun learning experience. So I'm just gonna craft today and see how I go. So since I videotaped, I showed pink and sunflower, I believe. I might have also taped dream, and so my husband and I are going to get those photos up there because I do want those are ready for you all to enjoy if you choose, if you would be interested in choosing. This is I did two books, black and white. This one says love because it's only the true adventure, wild and crazy. The first black and white one I did, which I'll do a flip through after this one's finished of both of them. It's completely black and white. This one I added the color, bits of color, which I just absolutely love. I did sew in 3 signatures. I did make this bling. This is from Mrs. Cog. I watched her video, and I imitated in my own way. I didn't use the sari silk, but I did use these little Asian beads, and I did add bling, and I got this wonderful sort of carnival-like, they're all different colors of, what do you call it? Eyelash yarn or something they call it. I also learned that they call this fun fur. So I got some of this in a lot sale, and I've been loving it and using it up. And then the other day, I heard one of the girls mention that they call mustache lace, you can buy it bulk, in a whole skein of it, called fun fur. So I went online, and that's exactly what I got. So I'll be also experimenting with that because this is all new to me, and and I'm having so much fun playing with all the different tricks that people show. I started making these journals watching Johanna Claw and Izzy B. They're the ones that taught me how to use canvas, how to use carpet tape, to get a really nice seal, you know, nice bendable spine, because all my books have this wonderful bendable spine so that you can really truly try to flatten it out best you can, depending on how full you make it. So I love the perfection of that. I use books. My first few journals I used cardboard, and it didn't, they're okay, but they do tend to warp a little bit, and I really wanted something stronger. So when I realized people were tearing apart old books and repurposing, I absolutely wanted to do it that way. So in my community, books are sold at hospice for 50 cents. It's well worth going and getting several books, Reader Digest, different books that they are basically going to be sold or upcycled or thrown out or whatever, and dismantled the covers. I glued together 2 pieces of cardboard to make the spine, so it's easier for me to use a awl to sew in. I'm still learning ways of doing that, but I absolutely love this way right now, and so kind of keeping it. So anyway, this embellishment is here. The cover is cloth. It's on the cover. On the inside, I've already attached this paper, 2 pockets here, which I'm still working on making some, like to make some cute embellishments for that. I'm going to lay this aside. I am going to add a couple more charms here because I do have a couple little strings that are empty, and I thought, you know, I need to add some more charms because I put bells. You can hear, I can hear them. They're little Indian bells, but I think maybe a charm would be cute on here too. So I'm going to work on that too. So I'm just going to show you, yesterday I taped in all these pockets. I just wanted to leave it. This is for a camera, a picture, a camera. So I'm going to just go along and kind of, let me grab my glue. What did I do here? I'm going to use the tacky glue on this if I can, but because, let me get me a wipe as well. Where are the wipes? I tried to rearrange so that, hopefully you can still hear me, I could have more convenience and all the things that we all desire, but it seems like when I have to regroup, things get lost and I'm looking for them. So I either got to keep it pretty consistent or, I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's all fun. So what I do is I put a little camera on there. I'm running out of these little guys, and so I'm going to be looking for a stamp, a camera stamp. And so what I did is I put a little card here. I could put a photo in there, tuck a little something in there. I'm still going through to see. I put a color page in here. Pockets, tracing paper, music, place to write some memories, maybe poetry. I love the center. It's so cute. It has just a touch of little red. More places to diary. The other side, of course. Again, this is textured. It has a really nice, it actually is a raised, that black is raised. Again, I'm practicing using all the elements I've gathered. Scrap papers, etc. So anyway, on this signature, this center is red, I found a cute little photo frame that I thought would be really, I needed some more pop of red. So I was thinking of putting this little guy, I put him in other journals, so that they could, what I do is I fix it so that it can flip up like this. I'll put a little Velcro there and under here. So it can flip up and a person could change the photo in there if they wanted. So what I'd like to do, or put a photo in there, what I'd like to do is either put this or this one, the matting. And I'm trying to see what I think. I'm thinking this is kind of cool because I think this red is a bit, that might be too much. So I'm going to mark this with my pencil. And cut it like that. And so set this aside and we'll cut it. I really need to organize again. I just have so much fun. I'm so messy. You know, when I was the end of my teaching, I was a coordinator, which means that I coordinated much of the disability components through several sites down in my part of the state, 2 counties. So I was the overseer of all that, and it really became quite evident that the being organized is a very important element. I can't find my marks now. Cuckoo lady, where's my marks? Are you serious? Okay, well, that's okay because we have the envelope right here. Where did I mark that? As I said, I've been having some issues with, I really think that maybe that was meant to be because maybe it was supposed to cut a different spot. So let's just go with it. So let's do here and here, because was I really paying attention to the flower. So let's do that before I cannot see it. I'm going to line that up. I'm still finding my, like I said, my thing. Still seeing how this fits in my life. I enjoy the blogging. I think it's going to be really wonderful to I think it's absolutely wonderful to be able to share with people what you know, and so that other people can admire it, ask for it, try it. The sharing that happens on YouTube is so amazing to me. And I have been living the last 2 years since I retired and my mother passed about 2 weeks after I retired. Then I had all of her things. My story is very reflective of many women like Gail Augustinelli, her same thing. And so I had all this clearing away to do and taking care of everything. And I'd lost 5 siblings in the last few years, so I was very much alone doing it. I found myself becoming very exhausted emotionally because I had many losses over a short period of time. So it really challenged me as a being to overcome the grieving and the depression that it caused. And so art therapy is very valuable. I don't think it really matters what you do, but creating, I think, helps the mind to sort of leave behind the thoughts of what we think about when we begin to worry about, lost loved ones or whatever it is in our world that we somehow are struggling with, and I think there's many that do. I don't think I'm unusual. I'm going to stand up here to be sure I'm landed up right, because I'm like the amazing, let's see, where shall it be? Probably right about there will be good. This is so cute. Okay, so let me find a Velcro dot. Where'd you go, Velcro dot? Here we go. I purchased for my birthday, my husband got me another one of these carts. This one came from Walmart, actually. We don't generally go to Walmart, but he did get it at Walmart. It was $25 or $29. I had bought the bigger one from IKEA when I was still working to fill with things so I could move it about my studio outside, and it's just wonderful. They are wonderful. They're really, really helpful. Let me get my garbage over here. Let's see. So I'm going to put my little Velcro. I wish they had I wonder if they have dots that are just a tiny bit smaller. Press that down. Now this could have a cute photo of loved one, maybe a memory, something like that. But what's really cute is you could even put a quote in there, a poem. I just want it to be able to be useful. When I look at a junk journal, I think, how would I use it? And I was reading this lovely excerpts about what the definition of it is. Journals are like glue books and junk journals and all that. And so I just thought it was very fascinating to see what does that mean? What does that mean in the context of what does that mean for us? What does each one of us individually enjoy about, oh boy, that glue, I don't like leaving it upside down. It seems like it's giving me it's been difficult, hasn't it? Did I trim those other two? I don't know. Let me see back here if I trim the other envelopes too. I haven't. So what did I do with the first one? Because I don't want to duplicate. This one, I just glued it down, the whole thing. So I wonder if I want to do the same thing with this one. The second one, okay. So yeah, I've been using this because the truth is I had a hard time adjusting. I was using the double-sided tape, and then I found myself having a hard time lining it up. And so I thought I need a second or two adjustment period. So I'm going to use a glue this time, which I guess it makes sense. And I thought I could always collage this right here if I'm not happy with the way it goes down, but I do like that it makes it easier for me to get it down flat. Now in this third signature, I was having difficulty deciding where to put that envelope, and I think I finally decided right there, because this goes there, so that is what I decided. So let me, I need to also get ready for a retreat I'm going to soon. Decide what treasures I want to pack up so that I could accomplish on retreat. It's up in the mountains, one of the most beautiful places, I think, in the world. Spend up there in the mountains, and then you take a break. You can get a hike when you take a break. Sorry about that. I have my big woolly, it's wintry here, even though we're at the coast. The Northwest has been very wintry. So I love my sweaters. I enjoy my big sweaters. So let me see. You know, I was seeing these little guys right here. I'm gonna find a spot to put those because I would like to. There it is. If I don't do that, I'm going to be okay. So I have a few of these that have just that white. Let's see, that's a blue flower. That's a green filigree and a butterfly. I'm not real. I wonder what that one would be like there. And then maybe the little snail next to it. That would be cute. I discovered as I'm going through and organizing and getting rid of all of the working world products that were in my office, really made a difference to get that all going out of there. At first, it was more just to be able to move in the room. I needed to sort through all Mother's things, get that gone. We eventually had a sale. We did really well. That was very helpful. Then I needed to, let me get back down, sit down here. Began to get through that part and start life a little differently, because not only was it retirement, but it also, life had changed for me. So this was my resolve. This is my place to come and be inspired to create and to take my mind off loss. It's just remarkable what we have to go through in order to, I don't know, it's time. It takes time. And so what I had to get real with was the fact that it wasn't going to be really quick for me, because I have a really hard time being patient with myself. I have struggled for 2 years now with just being able to live in the moment, which is really important to me. I've had to make some really big changes in my life that hopefully will pan out to be helpful in the end. And that's where I'm at with it. I don't, I'm going to get a rubbing tool here to put those on with. Let's see, what do I have? I had some of those, because I know I did, because I put my little scissors back here, pinholes, and I noticed I had one. So I know I have one. So I have a whole bundle, actually. Just popsicle stick kind of thing. So anyway, long story short, I've been cleaning out, and oh my gosh, I couldn't believe how much stuff was in each box. It seemed like that I would pull down out of the closet and sort. It was treasures. It was something for me to be able to move forward with. So there has been much positive come out of it all. Let me see if I'm doing this right. What's remarkable is it doesn't matter. Whoa, there it goes. That went off. You know, what's really wonderful is we all, after working for 50 years, to just even be able to be here and to have this time just to be, that to me is probably the biggest blessing of all. I love living at the coast. I love living where I do. Grew up all up and down the Oregon and California coast my life. So I have a great appreciation and a great love for all things beachy, driftwoody, and I do this to relax, I think, but I also do, let's come over here and see if we got any of those cards sticking out. I also like to do macrame. And so I had a kiosk. Actually, I sold many macrame hangers in our little antique store that we also closed when I retired. We were still trying to get life back on track, and the little shop just became too much. So when I retired, Mother passed, we moved her things home. It was just all that. Everybody knows what that's like. It's just very chaotic. So we needed to start something new. Oh, that didn't come out very good, did it? Why did you tear that? Why did that tear like that? That's too bad. I don't really want to use that one. Maybe I bent it too much or something, but I didn't. Maybe it got squished beforehand, and so that's the sadness of it. You know, the rub ons are fickle, aren't they? So maybe I didn't tear that off gently enough. Shame on me. Okay, so I'm going to put this here because these little white sheets of paper that I had spares, I just put them in here in this book so that I could use them up. And when I did I made a purple book, which I'll be also showing as well. I'll be putting flip through. I've actually now currently I'm at 20 journals. The problem was getting my SD and my camera set up and all the things I need in order to do what I'm doing. I'm new at it. I don't know really what I am doing, so it's kind of all trial and error. Plus, my husband's trying to set up his music studio at the same time because he's retired. So he's my biggest helper. He's the one that sets it up for me. So I'm grateful, and I also understand that he needs time to take care of his studio too. So it's been a lot of changes for us, just slowly getting through all the things that happen after such events. So anyway, so this book is 3 journals, 3 signatures, and you know, I'm feeling like it's pretty full. I haven't blinged this out. It did round these corners. I have not blinged this out with lace. I haven't decided yet. I was thinking it might need some, it needs its bling. It might need some words. I I do have these little guys that I hadn't added yet, so I wasn't sure, you know, if I had enough in this book. I wasn't sure how I wanted to use them. So they're a possibility, and so what I think I'm going to do is tuck them right here. Then I thought these are Tim Holtz words. So I was just going to go through, since this book is about her home, hope, heart, it's supposed to be about love. So I think I'm going to, there is a word here, love, looking, making real. This, I think I would like to put this word right there. I hope those stick. We'll see. I don't know. Tim Holtz. I suppose I should put tabs. That would be fun. Let me put a word back here. So I have love, memories. I think I will put here. I don't do a lot of inking. That's one thing that here and there I've begun to do it. I do think inking for like a Victorian or, you know, boho type, if you're using that sort of color, looks wonderful. I think I'm still in the world of keepsake, scrapbook, photo book, art book type. See, that doesn't look straight. Books. So I like to put in, this one has a theme obviously of love and adventure, wild and crazy. So I wouldn't want to put anything in here that would interpret what that means for each individual who wanted to purchase this. There's plenty of room to put all kinds of memorabilia, tucking in spots for flyers where you traveled, things you did together, maybe poems, maybe memories of things that matter to you, maybe writing about how special someone means to you. It can be documentation, it can be art. I've included clear pages for watercoloring, collaging, gluing, places to put hidden photos. You could also use that for other type of embellishments you wanted to put in there. So I'm just would like to create something where people really are enjoying that, putting that together and playing in it. You know, if you have a plan, then the more I can leave it free for somebody to use, the better. This one is lovely. I'm just going to continue to embellish on it, I think, until I do the flip through the two black and white books, and then I will show you anything I changed. But this is one that I'm working on. So I'm going to set her over there. I've been sorting botanical stuff today. This is one I just finished. It's 2 signatures. Has whoops, toggle. It's 2 signatures. This is a tall book. I think this one measures, let's see, Tim Holtz ruler. This one measures 11 by a 6.5. Has a 2 1/4 inch spine, 2 signatures. This book inspired me because of this paper, actually, this beautiful paper that I had 2 sheets of. And I just thought, you know, I've always been this person. There's a thing about butterflies in me. Long story. And I just thought I really want to make a book, a garden book around this. So the cover, the spine is canvas. This is something new I tried. It's lovely. It turned out lovely. The center spine, so it does fall very flat. It's very flexible. I've added this ribbon and stitched. You can see the stitching on there. This is a cardboard cover. This is a Tim Holtz hitch, the Tim Holtz plate. And in here I put the definition of secret, because to me, when I saw this paper, I thought of the secret garden. And so I wanted to put lovely things in here that reflected the secret garden. I read it as a child, I read it as an adult. Of course, there's a movie, but I think everybody loves the idea of a secret garden. And this little door kind of represents that sort of little place that he found the door to the secret garden, and then the child was eventually healed in that garden. So I covered this paper. I used this for the inside because I really did want to focus on that, and this beautiful garden paper. I've added doilies. I have many. This is a cotton lace. I added this little embellishment that actually I made after watching someone. I'm not sure who it was. I don't remember if it was Gail or someone who was making embellishments way back. I did do stamping this time in this book before I glued everything up. I have pockets with scraps. This is paper, ledger paper of some sort. It's a vintage paper. Once again, I made a pocket with the same paper, stamping. Here's some more that beautiful garden paper, and here's the garden coloring page, because coloring, and I'm going to be adding little explanations, because coloring also is extremely therapeutic. Gardening is, creating is, coloring is. Anything that you do that involves your creativity is going to be really good for your soul. So, and this one has a little pocket. Here's the bag. I need to get out my little book that shows all the people that I have purchased from. On yesterday I did get these bags, cut the ends off, and so I have one on each side opening for possible something to put in here. And you know what? I had these wonderful things like this, and I just wonder if I could put a couple of those in. I will have to find those. This one goes over here, but I will look for those. This is wonderful. I got these from the UK, and again, I can't tell you what her name was, but she sent me all these old cash receipt, big long, like from an old furniture store or something. I love them. Again, more paper that makes me smile. A stamp. I did stamping really well this time. Tracing paper, music paper, more. This cardstock is good. It could be used for watercoloring, collaging, stamping. It is excellent. Absorbed. Here again, beautiful butterfly paper that goes really well with the outside. And then these wonderful pockets to put, map your garden. I may even keep this one to use for myself. Look, isn't that adorable? You see her? Gardening Girl. I did put in lace and bling, little black, little bronze flower. This lace, this of course here, then we're back here. This is a beautiful hat pin I included, and again another stamp. Nice little pocket here. More pockets, little birdhouse. I just wanted it free to be embellished by whoever. Again, second signature, stamping, beautiful paper, recycled, ledger, doily, coloring page. Here again is the bag, cash paper. This is such a nice book. Here again, little bling on this lace that I sewed in. My stamping came out really beautiful on this book. I love this. Isn't that pretty? So it was a combination of, and this is the other half of the butterfly, combination of just seeing that paper look like, this is watercolor paper. It's so nice and thick. So anybody, this too, it's just lovely. If that's what you enjoy doing, this is a fold out. I have one on each side, and this is a big pocket. And here again is the other side of the sack. I may still do a little embellishing. I'm not quite finished with this. Doily again, another lace and another beautiful hat pin, another pocket, this. And this is the back, and isn't this cute? Another door. And so I wanted something here, so I made this little tag there. I love this book. I have pulled some things that I thought I would like to include in here. From the Tim Holtz, but I just haven't decided. So there may be enough, but I may want to include some of these little things here. What I am curious about is I have some of these I was talking about. But I also have another stack I found of, see, that actually almost looks like that color, doesn't it? Boy, what a nice, I just wonder if that's would be okay to put in there. Huh. Is that something I think that I would do, or leave it empty? I don't know. You know, this book is pretty blinged out, actually. And so it might not be that I want to add anything else yet to this book. So anyway, here we are. So we've just checked it all out. We have the lace. Like I said, I'm still feeling like I still feel like there is much I could do for this. And so I do have dragonflies here, and this butterfly, which I think is just beautiful. And I just wonder if I want it, if there's any spaces in here that could warrant. This is quite pretty. Do I want to put a butterfly there? Ooh, look at him. I just think he's cool looking, and we need to have this. Some of these things I had so long that when I was cleaning my office, and I will do a walkthrough of my office once it's done, my craft room and my studio, but I had been so busy working long hours that I just didn't realize how much accumulation of this and that I was going to find like, you know, I didn't even realize what I had in there. So as I began to clean out and decide what I was keeping and what I wasn't, I realized that a lot of things had dried up, literally. I had whole sets of glue, glue sticks, and they were completely shriveled up. And so that's how long it had been. And it isn't even an office that was in heat or anything. I mean, it's pretty cool living on pretty cool weather, living on the coast. It's not a, you know, that's not the case here. We don't have that kind of weather. So anyway, I was just wondering what sort of things I could do here to use some of these, because these are quite cool. And I just thought, you know, there's bound to be some places to put. I really have enjoyed making this journal. Ooh, wouldn't that be pretty up there or down there? It's a big old bee, huh? I think something needs to go on here because, see, and so every time I go to work with something, I don't know whether it's going to come up or not because I don't know if it's dried out. So I also found some embellishments that were more on the texture was more like rubbery. They'd literally sort of, like, for example, somebody may be able to relate, the stamps that are made out of this sort of thick rubbery stuff had curled up. They were literally curled up. So I just learned that, you know, you need to use them or lose them. I'm thinking use them or lose them was my thought. So, oh, these are cute. I like these. Then you could sketch around them, or I hold my hand over it for just a bit just to see if it will help. These, the little wings flip up, if you can see that or not. I don't know. The little wings are going up. That is so cute. But these actually, or these have survived. These were in my stash. And they're quite adorable. I think that's only they're little squishy. Some are squishy, some are flat, but very nice. I can see how that could be cool. That isn't, see, I should always stand up when I do those because they don't always come out exactly straight. But do we care? So there is that guy. I haven't put many on this side. I want to put those two on this side. So do I... What do I want to do? Let's see. Boy, I've been busy in this book. So I'm just looking to see if there's any places of vacancy for. This seems to be a place. I'm going to go ahead and put this butterfly on there because he is pretty cool. I'm not sure that that isn't being the case. The other side of the music, which is I'll put the dragonfly back there. B. And this butterfly has, again, these little things that go up. So, you know, I think this color here next to me is distracting. So I'm going to put my blinger over there with the love book for the moment. There's a little clip, but it's stubborn, so I use two hands. Okay. So then I was thinking to put this beautiful dragonfly somewhere, and I really wondered if there's two bees in a dragonfly. I don't know, maybe that's enough. Maybe I put a few of these. I did, didn't I? So it's a lot easier to I'm going to put you on there this time. Much better. Okay. I want to do something right here because it could be a tuck. That would be cute. There we go. Sorry, I get quiet. I focus and then I get so quiet. It's good. That's why it's so meditative. It's so wonderful to have. Look at these cool Whisper vellum stickers. These are vellum and they, you know, I'm going to try a couple of these and see what I think. Joy. That's cute. Okay, so let's see if I have any other. These might be fun for later. I think I'm going to put them over there with the bling stuff and see if this has anything that I might want to see. That has a little bit of that like purpley color, but honestly I thought this would be cute. There we go. How's that? I like these. I think I'm going to put a few more of these in. And maybe even here, I feel like this rose should be, here's a pink one. If I could find that color, I think that's pretty cool. That would be cute. Kind of carried over. Look at that. Those flat are really nice, flat. So I got to worry about my daughter coming in. I better check the time. Oh, we have a while. So she won't be here for a while. She works Monday, Wednesday. It's really weathery out today, but they were canceled last week because of snow. This week she was, she loves to scrap with me, and I love having her here with me if we can get her here. She's doing a celestial journal, and this week, of course, she made a Valentine journal out of cardboard, Cheetos box, because she saw it on YouTube and she really wanted to do that. So I thought it was really cute. She's just a very creative, beautiful young lady. Anyway, she'll be along here a little later. So this is a little Tim Holtz clip, but I'm not sure why I put that there. So I'm going to remove it. I just wonder, I'd like to put, I mean, I'm not an embellisher like, you know, like Gail is like the embellisher of all time. She really knows how to, and I watch almost all her videos because she mentions other people. She's very, you know, she really encourages the whole junk journal community in that way. So I just appreciate her. Oh, that's cute. Whispers of nature carried through the wind. Doesn't match though, does it? That might. That pinky color, but oh, this is going to be a nice book to use, whoever, whatever. Now, I was going to put something here to balance that out because I kind of need to, in order to, I'm putting them on there a little bit crooked. So, I thought this would be really cute to put, so he's going there to land. Maybe. I don't know. Might not be what I want. What I think I will do is put that flower there because there's knots and it matches that color. That balances that a little bit. I don't know, does he need just a couple of flowers right there? Or maybe that one, just one flower? Or the word pretty just says, whispers carried through the wind. Whispers of nature carried through the wind. It's such a lovely statement. I think the orange one might be what I need. The contrast with the purple is kind of cool. So maybe even a balance of one there. There's another one. Distracted from, sometimes those situations turn out prettier than, see, I don't have another orange. These two, but they're awfully big. Okay, so let's see, that's that. I think this, Anything up there? That didn't work. See, if they do dry up, they will peel wrong. And so that's exactly what's happened here. If they're dried out, they don't peel off right. So I am thinking of using maybe these are really heavy, but could be a tuck, or do I want to leave it for creating? I could put tucks on these colored ones. I think that might even be, because then they could, you know, maybe I will put that paper clip on there and save that guy right there for the moment. And then, let's see, so that's in that signature. So what could I put over here? One of these guys. Right here, maybe. This is a Scale and Sons. Carpet and something. So it's not really garden. This is kind of a cool color. To be honest, I don't know what that says. So I think I will paper clip that one also on there. You know, oh, who is it? I think it's Artie Mae, maybe. Could be the Bohemian Lady as well, or Artie Mae. Anyway, she uses, if she's not finished with a section, could be Artie Mae's, she saves these special colored clips, probably not this color, that she clips so that when she goes back through, she knows that she hasn't finalized the decision on that yet. I just think that was pretty cool. This page, I just feel like I have to have something, I'm not sure what yet, here still. So I want to make some, you know, these will be like, it says carpet, you know, you could put a, I don't know, what do I have over here as far as these kind of tuck spots? I think they're mostly pretty purpley, which is good to know because I do have a lot of purple right now going on with the purple journals, so it might be good if I knew that. These are not pretty much blues and purples and pinks. So not really the right color. Those are, I'm really liking using up some of these little things. So anyway, this is one then I'm working on. So I have given it a couple blings. Like I said, it's really turned out beautiful. See how the different, I put 2 tabs. So this one too, I think I will be completing and finishing to flip through. I have 2 black and whites coming up, and several others. So this one's called Secret, that one's called Love. And then I thought I would just show you one more project I'm working on. This was a book that was actually on my shelf. It's one of the first ones that I started in the summer, because I have those little flowers to go with that love book. I'm trying to make sure that I keep all of these pieces that I want to do with different journals together, and so I do try to keep organized, but it's still a struggle. Anyway, this was the first really big book I did. This is going to be a 3 signature. Tim Holtz. See, I'm out of whack over there. It's probably beginning to slip down now. We're still working on this. Oh, he's got it all strapped up. He's so funny. To the chandelier, so it doesn't fall off. That's great. Anyway, as you see, this is upholstery of some sort. It's a fabric that is such beautiful texture. This beaded edge is on both sides. This is also textured. It's like upholstery fabric. It's thick, it's brocaded, it's just beautiful. Looks stitched. I've used the carpet tape and the canvas for the spine, so it's extremely flexible, as you can see. You can lay this out flat or not. It's big, so the challenge was to get the signatures that could be big enough in there. There's pearls. I covered the inside with a nice cardstock. This is creamy lace, a pocket, library pocket. Whoops, a hair there. Beading. My hair is stuck to the... Don't want that. I do not have pets, so it has to be me. Or my daughter, one or the other. Oh, there it goes. She has really dark hair. So I was just starting to bling it out. I put 2 big pockets here. I need to glue that down. Boy, that's just being... What in the world happened there? Did it come up or what? That is so interesting. So see, I'm learning. I make mistakes. This looks like it curled up or something. So I probably need to be really careful about how I probably need to re-glue that, don't I? Because this looks like it just took off and got all wrinkled. So I will have to look at this and see what I can do. I think I need to put some diamond glaze on it. That's what I need to do. That is really good glue. I do have diamond glaze, which I will do. Might need to do it quietly off camera, but I will glue those beads back on. So anyway, this is a big, it's made out of a book cover. It's heavy, really nice. This is a Tim Holtz, and this is a Tim Holtz. It has the brass corners, brass cover. It's like really big. So it measured 10 by 8. So it requires quite big signatures. So here we go. It's open. Here are the 3 signatures I'm working on. Yesterday, as you can see, I've added bling on the lace that's in here. Originally, I had these signatures covered in a paper. It was one of my very first ones. And when I went back to look and regroup to say, oh, okay, where am I? You know, what needs to get out there? What needs to get finished? And let's get on with this. I found that I really didn't like the signatures. So what's so wonderful about this type of stitching is I literally just could remove the signatures, just cut them out and start over. So I had this beautiful world paper, And I just wanted this book, I named the 3 signatures Explore, Discover, and Cherish. I just thought that would be a lovely way if you wanted to document or put memories in, maybe even your ancestors. Maybe you're going to explore it in the first section, and then you're going to discover, document all the discoveries in the second one, and cherish what's in the end. Maybe it's going to be your all about the events in your life that you've explored and discovered and cherished. But I wanted it to play more off of emotions. I absolutely love this little book and how it turned out, the cover. So I did make these are cinched together, two pages alike. So there's a tuck. I put these beautiful journaling sheets in each of the fronts. I added this lace. I added this. I added pockets, and these are little French tags, actually. So it will say in French what the word is on the back. I went through and replaced a lot of paper that I'd had in here. This is a nice sketch paper. This is a heavy cardstock. I'm going to be doing these envelopes. These are beautiful. These are, I have a whole box of these. They have music on the ends. They're completely covered. So make an excellent, I think it's Tracy Fox, and Gail was making them, so I'm kind of going by what the girls did there. And so what I think I will be doing is 3 of these, and I may do 2. I don't know. These are larger, so maybe I'll do 2. In this book for pockets, because see, you can still, so you could have a tuck here, tuck here, tuck here, and tuck here. That's 4. I mean, that's probably enough. So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing. This is a page, a book page. I did some more stamping, some more clear paper, coloring pages, bag, another coloring page, music, tracing paper, some lightweight sketch paper, writing paper. The centers right now are the book pages that and for the life of me, I have to know her name, but somehow it's just not coming to me in the moment. So I will get that. Lack of sleep. And it goes on and on and on. Of course, on the other side is a duplication. So then each side has a pocket. This is the same thing. And so each of these little signatures all look similar, is how I turned out. So the first thing I did was, first page, this, I put bling, this beautiful lace. Then I'm going to do this. I'm thinking I want to add another lace in here somewhere. I just haven't decided exactly what. These are actually quite substantial already, signatures. They look lovely when you lay it on your shelf and see the... So, I'm not sure. I need to glue these beads down. See, they're older, and that's what happens. The older beads lose their goo. So, that's something I need to deal with. So, today and yesterday I was cleaning and sorting. And so some of the things I've been doing are getting these kind of things taken care of. So, once again, I could add some of these, but I don't have too much green in this book. So, I'm not sure. It's more of a cream, burgundy, creamy, then white, of course. brassy book. So I have grappled with, there's more black and whites ones, with what would work. This one, little flower, is kind of purpley, and so is this one, these rub-ons. I could use those up in here. And actually, it does even look cute, like it would go right on that corner there. It's just so cute. Really, I mean, seriously, rather than to lose them, I would put it on there. I'm not sure, but I think that one was already had the cover off of it, and I might have. We'll see if I saved it. Oh, it's on there. It's just remarkable once you put them on. They're just, I put them in the purple book, and this one's so pretty. That's really pretty. So that one, I don't know. I really like that. It's going to be nice. So I have this other little purple flower. But I was going to put it on a bucket, which I think is a good idea. There you go. So you can put that there, and then you just rub them. I'm trying to use these because I don't want them to dry up and be gone. They're so pretty when you're done. I'll have to show you, when I show you the purple books, you'll see. Which is the next one I need to finish, is the second purple book, and then I can. So I'm wondering if I should do since I'm doing the purple book, I'm wondering if I should do a YouTube that shows me doing the purple book, because I do, see, I'm getting out of the thing again. I do have a lot to learn. So let's see if I can put a little bit hook there on that one. Paper clip of some sort. I'd rather have the Tim Holtz one, actually. So, like putting a little clip on something to hold it there for now, and then I'll change it out. So that takes care of those. So this is what I'm working on. So these I will work on and also show you the result after I get those done. So I think that's going to be, because my daughter's coming home soon, so thinking that that's probably going to be, I think that's quite full. And so this gorgeous book, when it goes for sale, is going to be so nice. Look how pretty that is. It's just beautiful. And it's lovely. So that I'm working on. So anyway, let's put these things away, because we need to have some, and see what I can show you next. There's my sketchbook. I'm starting to document. So I wanted to be able to, I created a template so that I could put down, these are all my Tim Holtz things. All the particulars of what it is I need to do for each book before I get them out to you. on YouTube, or on SD. And so I'm going to type this up on the computer. And it just helps me to, if I can type something up, then I could take each journal, because I'm getting behind. I have 20 journals I need to get posted on SD. And that way I can go ahead and document the size and the what's going on there with each journal, whether it's a glue book, a garden journal, what it does have a theme, what's the size, what all the colors used, that sort of thing. So that's something I've been working on. And so today I just basically just wanted to get back on YouTube and say hi, and hopefully I have a few people who will share if they like, and so that I can get out there and be more have more followers, and more people are aware of what I do, and then I'll be able to share more of what I have to sell. So these books are ready. I have some baby books to work on. This journal is one I've kept for myself. It was one of the first ones I did as well. It has 3 signatures. It has this beautiful Tree of Life bling that I just love with the bead. This lady, I didn't bling this one out very much, so I'm going to be opening it up and working on it as well. Has grommets, ribbon ties, silver corners, silver nameplate. Everything is about it. It's just lovely. So anyway, these are my wares. These are my things. And hopefully, thank you for viewing if you have. And hopefully you'll be curious. And I think what I will do is set up and do the purple journal on YouTube. And maybe it will help me be able to introduce myself more out in that community, and encourage people to watch that are already there in the know, can kind of help share me. And so that's kind of where I'm at now. It's just kind of saying, here I am, and I have beautiful things to share. And so hopefully some of you will share it with others, and if you like it, and get me out there, then I can make more. I can make more books. So anyway, thank you so much. My words are very vacant today for some reason. Maybe it's the weather. But this is the most fun types of projects. I absolutely love doing this. I appreciate anybody who will sort of encourage me, follow me, give me constructive criticism. And so thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll get this up here soon, and we can do some flip throughs and get some more journals posted on SD.